Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, I know somebody sent me a video of something they wanted me to react to. I forgot what that was, but you watch all of my videos, so if you could please comment what that video was again at the bottom of this one, we're good. So, this isn't going to be structured at all. I am just so sick of all the bad takes that I've been seeing recently about the ending. People are genuinely confused as to why we don't like the ending. Now, you have to really consume things in such a surface level way to be confused as to why the ending sucks. If you're still confused with all of the resources available to you, all of the resources on Reddit, on Twitter, on YouTube, for which some of these people's platform is, and you're still confused, it makes no sense. The takes I just had to listen to were so awful. Okay, I was trying to take notes. I couldn't even do that. It just irked me so much. Like, I'm sweating. The air conditioning is on and everything, and I'm sweating. The takes just bothered me so much because I don't want to be in a group where people think I'm hollering about the ending because of these bad takes. Like the first bad take. Let's just address the first one first. The first bad take that people are saying, I don't know why so many people don't like the ending. Of course this wasn't going to end happy. We know. We know! We knew the second we started this series it wasn't going to end happy. We knew that. We were never confused about whether this ending would be happy or not. And guess what? Most people who hate the ending don't even care that Eren died. Because me, myself, I was expecting that. What I wasn't expecting was his character development to fall to shit. I wasn't expecting him to have been lying in his mind the entire series, because in what other story can a person do that? Huh? Unless it's established that Eren has schizophrenia, I'm not understanding. I'm not putting the pieces together how everyone who talks about, I don't get why people don't like the ending, fail to ever bring that up. Literally, no one ever brings that up, that he was lying in his own mind. Accepting the ending the way it is, he would have had to be lying in his own, brain, in his own inner monologue. I know I'm gonna kill all of these people, but I cannot sit here and leave Paradis's future up to fate. No, I'm going to save the island where I was born and raised. This guy is lying in his own fucking mind, accepting this ending as making sense. That doesn't make sense. Now, I just had the pleasure of watching a 20-minute video of this guy talk about why Attack on Titan has the most controversial ending of all time. And I thought I would be agreeing with him more, because it is controversial, because some people do like it. Some people who watch the show for, I don't know, to see Levi. A lot of people are just fans of characters. And so if the character has a good ending, they're satisfied with the ending. But that's not what I was watching for. Eren's my favorite character. His ending was very bad, but not because he died. I was always expecting him to die. His ending sucked because, accepting the ending the way it is, with the context of the last chapter, he was lying to us the entire series. Now, if that doesn't make you feel weird, then I don't get it. And it's not the lie that one stupid movie with the girl with cancer, Earl and the dying girl or whatever, where he's like, oh, by the way, she doesn't die in the end. And you can enjoy the series for what it is, because, I don't know, of course, he lied in the beginning, and then, you see all the beautiful moments or whatever, and at the end, he explains why he lied. He's like, yeah, so she did die, and I'm sorry for lying, but I wanted you to, see our moments for what they were and without the thought of that she's gonna die the whole time. Whatever the fuck. He explains why he lied, right? We never get that out of Eren. Why was he lying to the people of Paradis? Why did he bring them all into paths and tell them, hey, I'm doing this all for your sake? Why was he lying to them? The take I just saw in this video was that, yeah, it's totally in character. I wrote this one down. Eren not knowing his own motivation is perfectly in character for him. Like, when in the story has that ever been the truth? When has Eren not known his motivation in this story ever? And then he's like, oh, yeah, like, he turns into the bad guy. This is actually genius writing. I agree. We're not upset because he turned into the bad guy. Anybody who you fucking ask why they don't like the ending, they'll tell you they expected that. They expected Attack on Eren to be the ending of this series. No one is upset that he's the bad guy. No one is upset that he died. No one is upset that the ending wasn't happy. These are the worst takes I hear. They're so bad. And it just doesn't make sense. Who reading this story would be upset that the ending isn't good? I mean, that the ending isn't happy. I liked Lelouch a whole lot. Did I want to see him die at the end? No. Is that still one of the greatest animes of all time? Yes. Light Yagami. Loved him to death. He died at the end. Does that make Death Note? Do I think Death Note's a terrible... Oh, he's morally gray. Sure, he's killing criminals. Oh, does that mean I hate the ending because Light Yagami died? I liked Light Yagami. I liked, Lelouch. They both died. And guess what? It enriched the series. It made sense for the series. Guess what? Eren dying makes sense for the series. It does. And it's not the reason why we're upset. The reason why we're upset is because, first of all, we get Isayama lying to us, right? Oh, this is the final panel of the entire series. We have this promised panel, which, people are making theories. Okay, it's going to end like this, taking in consideration that final panel, right? And then we get that panel wedged in the middle of the last chapter, making absolutely no sense. To say that it makes sense for Eren's character to not know his own motivation at the end or whatever, or any place at any time during the story, is to say that you have literally been watching with your eyes and ears closed. You've literally been reading, just looking at the pictures. You have not been reading the story. You have not been watching the anime. You have not been reading the series with your eyes open. Or with your ears processing. You have comprehension skills in one or the other sense, because Eren throughout the entire series has always had a motivation for literally every action he took. Every action he took. And guess what? In the final arc, he explains clearly what his motivations are to the people he's talking to the trio, Mikasa and Armin, to all the Eldians he brings in the paths. He tells them what his motivations are. And guess what? They coincide with his inner monologue. Okay? So we're not upset that, oh, you're just upset that your theory, your headcanon didn't become canon. You're just sad that it didn't end the way you wanted. Guess why? Everybody who made a theory to the way the series was gonna end used the panels, used the story, the content in the story to make that conclusion. Now, you tell me what sounds more like fan fiction, okay? I'm gonna explain two different endings to you, and you tell me what sounds more like a fanfic. Eren, impregnates Historia Okay, following her character progression, right? She's gonna live for herself. She's not just gonna do what people tell her to do, right? Following her character progression, it's Aaron, the only person who said he likes her for who she is, who impregnates her. And with that child, that is the first freeborn Eldian. That is the first freeborn child of Ymir, descendant of Ymir, or whatever. And then Aaron tries his best to complete the rumbling. And either the alliance kills him and he fails, or he succeeds and he has to end up killing his friends. Tragic, sad, but beautiful. The world is cruel, but it's also beautiful. In order to have his child live a free life, he had to pay the ultimate price. He sacrifices his friends. He sacrifices the rest of the world. But hey, look, racism ended. There will never again be any problem with racism in the world of Attack on Titan. That's one ending. That's more commonly known as the A&R theory, right? Or how about this ending? Which one sounds more like fanfiction? Aaron was a super duper sweet guy the entire time, and he just cared so much about his good friends. He didn't understand why he wanted to kill 80% of the people in the world. He was being controlled by Ymir, and he loved Mikasa so much, and he threw a fit that he couldn't be with her at the end, and he turned into a bird, and he wraps the scarf around her like he promised to when they were about to die by the Dina Titan, the Smiling Titan. And it ends with Mikasa saying she'll always remember and love Eren, and everything was useless. What sounds more like a fanfic to you? What sounds... Okay, pretend it's April 2nd. We didn't get the ending. If somebody told you those two endings, which would you say sounds more like a fucking fanfic? Now, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest here. If you're gonna go in the comments and answer that question, let's be honest. Really think about it. Did you think this series would end being all about love and getting over your tragic love and sacrificing your love for the greater of racist bigots? Like, oh my god, the takes I've seen were just so bad. And in these videos, you have the people contradicting themselves. Like, one moment you're saying, it makes complete perfect sense that Eren doesn't have no idea why he did the rumbling at the end of the series. And then you go on to say, yeah, Eren wanted to kill all the Titans because his mom, died. And then, once he found out that the Titans were just a tool used by Marley to subjugate the Elder Eldians, he wanted to kill all humans. So does he have his agency or not? Does he have motivation or not? Does he know why he's, quote, committing atrocities or not? Which one is it? It can't be both. It cannot be both. So either he was just bored and he just wanted to go killing things, right? When his mom died by the Titans, he didn't actually want to kill them because his mom died. He didn't know why he wanted to kill them. He just wanted to kill something. When he found out that the Marleyans were responsible for turning people into Titans and that the Titans weren't actually to blame, he didn't actually hate the Marleyans. He just wanted to commit a terrorist attack because it's just in his nature. He doesn't know why he's doing anything. He's just out here killing because he's a bad guy. Bad guy. And his childhood trauma just makes him want to kill. No, bitch. Before Carla even dies, this guy's out here fighting for freedom. This guy's out here slaughtering 3 grown men because they're trying to kidnap Mikasa. He says, oh my god, it's literally like these people just cherry pick the entire manga. No, because this one panel, he definitely had the hots for Mikasa, and he would definitely sit on the ground screaming and crying over her at the end after finding out that he's gonna kill billions of people. And then these people in these videos don't even bring up Armin at all. And that's just how you know that they're being disingenuous. Or that maybe they are being genuine and they just didn't read at a comprehension level. They read the series and paid more attention to the pictures, paid more attention to the cute girls of AOT, paid more attention to their waifu Mikasa or something, you know? There's just too much missing here. Maybe we're upset because Armin, after learning that Eren's gonna kill millions of people, decides to slap him over Mikasa. Maybe we're upset that Armin has nothing to say about him killing his own mom. He has nothing to say about the millions of people who are gonna die. But has all that fire, he has all that smoke for Eren once he finds out that Eren's giving up on his life and Mikasa is gonna be so sad about that. He has all the smoke in the world for him after that. How does that make sense? Like, it's comical. It's literally comical. How we see a character like Armin just realize, you know, just grow like convictions like, no, this isn't right. Right? He's finding out that like all of this moral shit is happening, right? He has to shoot a person to save John, or was it the other way around? John shot somebody to save him. Somebody shot somebody, and then Armin starts throwing up, right? Like, damn, we just killed a person, But he realizes, hey, we're gonna have to be gray. We're gonna have to be a little bit gray, right? So we get this little peek into Armin's mind, yet at the end of the series, the most upsetting thing to him is that Mikasa is gonna be sad. No, fuck the rest of the world. We don't care that you're killing 80% of the world. We care that you're doing this suicide mission and you're not gonna be able to be with Mikasa. Shame on you. You mass murderer. Be with your girlfriend, you fucking psychopath. Like, what the fuck? Why would we? Guys, you know I don't want any problems with anybody. Like, this isn't a fucking drama channel, you know, but I do need you to hear this. This is the take. This is what the people are saying. Hold on.
So the fact that Eren's reasoning doesn't make sense is actually not a flaw, but a fundamental part of his personality. He begins his life with the words, "You were born into this world, you're free to live however you want," and ends his life wishing that he was never born in the first place. And that is the ultimate tragedy of his character arc. Not that it ever was inevitable he would eventually do all these things, but because it was not, and Eren chose to do them anyway instead of choosing literally anything else.
What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry. Were we watching the same show? No hate to this person. No hate to this YouTuber at all, but that take is just not good. In fact, that is one of the worst takes I've heard. Like literally, it's reminding me of the Foxen take. It really is. Oh my god, like, it's so insane. I just forgot what he said. I'm sorry. When in this series has Eren, besides the cave scene, right, ever said that he shouldn't have been born? He says it during the cave scene with Historia and Carla's posthumous words bring him out of that funk. And after, he starts repeating, "I was born into this world. Basically, I have a right to this shit just because I was born. These people are oppressing me, they're subjugating me, but I was born into this world. I was born free. Just innately by being born, I have the right to live. And the fact that they're trying to deny me of this right, not gonna happen." Rumbling. Right? Like, I just don't understand this take at all. Like, where is he getting that from? Where is that coming from? It sounds like an attempt to justify the ending. That's what it sounds like. Because looking at the ending, seeing the rumbling as just a, you know, oh, I was just trying to do a Lelouch. I was trying to get myself killed in front of the world. Even though we have that beautiful panel in the beginning of the series of him talking with Pixis saying, oh, Lelouch ending would never work. That shit would never work. He says that with his... And These people just never address these things. Please explain that panel to me then. Him talking to Pixis. Was he lying then? And if so, what was his motivation? Why is he lying to Pixis? Why is he lying in his mind? Why is he lying to the Eldians? Why is he lying to the people of Paradis? It doesn't make sense. Like I've said in every video, if the goal was to have them kill him in the end, why does he give them the best reason not to kill him? Hey, I hope you guys can find it in your hearts to kill me, even though I'm doing this all for your sake, to live a free life. Yeah, let me give you the best reason in the world not to kill me. Let me give you the best reason in the world for you to sit at home and watch me do this rumbling. But like in the back of my mind, I'm secretly hoping that you just, find it in your heart to actually kill me. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. And these takes are they're just getting worse. They're literally just getting worse. Why doesn't Eren go along with Zeke's plan? If this is his thought process. If he's like, I should have never been born. Because that was Zeke's plan. Hey, make it so no Eldian will ever be born again. That was Zeke's plan. If he had that thought process, these takes completely ignore what we saw in the 130s. These takes just completely ignore big parts of the manga, and it's just sickening. It's like, how I don't want to be in a class or put in a box where you think I don't like the ending because it's sad. Like I'm a fucking baby. I want my Disney ending and I want it now. I want them to end up together. Like no, bitch. That's literally nobody who's upset with the ending, nobody I've seen has said anything about who ends up with who, about the ending being sad or happy. Nobody, I'm telling you straight up, nobody expected this to end happily. Nobody expected this to end happily. But let me tell you this. Isayama gave you the happiest ending the story could muster. Mikasa gets to grow into an old lady. Because he was afraid of the how his story would come across. Oh, is this glorifying genocide? I don't want that. Does this look fucking pro-genocide? Yeah. No, if my main character does a genocide that's successful, how will that make me look as an author? Now you just look stupid because you have these Ymir, a rape abuse survivor, actually in love with her abuser, like legit in love with him, like not, ooh, I'm beaten down and downtrodden by oppression and brainwashed and stuff. No, she's in love. She's madly in love with him. You have that. You have Annie and Armin getting together. Annie stomped the Survey Corps flat. You have them getting together. She's why his grandpa's dead. He doesn't care. They've all done some bad things. It doesn't matter. Armin and Annie, canon, right? It just... and then the bitch fit Eren throws at the end. Oh, I don't want Mikasa to be with another guy, ever. Oh, the tone, it's off, it's weird, it just doesn't make sense. And it's completely left field. And that is why we're not happy. Armin's character is reduced to nothing. To, I'm mad on Mikasa's behalf. That's all Eren does in the last arc. I am mad on Mikasa's behalf. Last 2 chapters, that's all he does. Eren, I don't know why I did anything. And that's literally in 1 chapter. No, it does not make sense for his character that he doesn't know why he did the rumbling. That's the biggest thing in the whole story that doesn't make sense. And that's the biggest reason why people are upset with the way it ends. Because we watched and we've seen his motivation. He said it explicitly countless times to countless people and to his own self in a story where it's not possible for a character to lie to himself. A character can lie to other characters, but they cannot lie in their own inner monologue. And Reiner puts it best. Reiner's like, ooh, I was I was acting like a good, nice soldier, but I'm a warrior. And you see his mental turmoil. And he has that outwardly. And he has that inwardly. You see that, oh, okay, this is some guy, he's weird, he's struggling, he's going back and forth, right? We don't see that with Eren until the last chapter. Oh, my brain was so messed up. I didn't know what was going on. I was just following the path that would lead Ymir to Mikasa. Makes no sense. No build up. Bad twist. It's not even a twist, it's just an ass pull. There is no foreshadowing for that whatsoever. But you know what there is a lot of foreshadowing for, and a lot of build-up and tension for? Ymir being a parallel for Historia. Ymir being a parallel for Eren. Ymir was waiting for Eren to set her free, and he does set her free, but since the story had to end that shitty-ass way that he ended it, okay, He's recontextualizing shit. No, Eren never saved her. Eren never freed Ymir. No. She's bound by her own love. So she'll always be a slave until she can let go of her love. When has this story ever been about love? Never. It never has been about love. Literally not once in this series are we ever confronted with any themes about love. But we do get themes about someone overcoming their father. We do get parenting themes and not forcing roles and expectations and shit on your child. We do get themes of that. Guess what? Unfinished. No commentary made on that theme at all. No closure for that theme at all. That is why the ending is bad. Stop with the bad takes. Nobody cares that it's sad. I was gonna end the video there. I rewatched a certain video and I heard another take that I just have to fucking address. This story, we do see Eren struggle with, powerlessness. He is so afraid of being powerless that he, through the advice of Levi, he finds out, hey, I have to rely on myself. He decides to rely on Squad Levi, and that goes to shit. They all die. And from that moment forward, that shit stuck in his brain. He's like, okay, well, I should have just did it myself. I have the power. I should have just did it myself. And then he transforms, and then, he basically loses to Annie, but whatever. But yeah, he realizes through Levi's, mentorship that he has to fucking take shit into his own hands. That is something he realizes in the first damn season. In other words, he develops agency. Okay? So you're being so intellectually dishonest, you're being disingenuous if you're gonna try and convince me that this series, Eren had no agency. So the ending makes sense. Because it's just simply not true. It's simply not true. Nobody was controlling Eren this series. Ymir was not puppeteering Eren this series. That's not the series we were watching. That was not happening. And he had agency. And we saw his agency grow. Which is another reason why the ending makes no sense. I don't know why I did the rumbling. I just wanted to follow this path that Ymir showed me. What the fuck? When has Eren ever did something like that in the story? Ever. That reveal is the biggest slap in the face to anybody who's been paying attention to the series. It really is. Because it tells you that the main character who you were growing to understand, everybody's like, oh, you don't understand Eren's character because his character is meant to not be understood. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody, nobody had a fucking problem understanding his character until this last chapter. So that should tell you a lot. And now people are jumping through hoops and creating patterns that don't exist to basically say, oh, yeah, that makes so much sense. The entire series, Aaron's been controlled. Oh, that makes so much sense. If you look at the story, he has multiple breakdowns because the future and the past and the present were all existing at once. Yes. And then we go on to see this guy in paths mastering memories and shit. Like, which one is it? Address the entire manga. You cannot just pick scenes to address. I'm here to say Aaron was in control of the power of fucking everything the entire series. I am here to say that now. And guess what? I'll address something that might seem like it doesn't support what I'm saying. Aaron standing up. No way! You know, after getting a little vision or something. I can address that. And guess what? I can still support my own theory that he fucking knew exactly what was fucking going on in his mind. He could separate the past and the present. The visions he saw about the future or the past or whatever were just that. Visions. They did not impede on his daily life processing. He was not struggling to separate the past and the present and the future. He was not. We did not see any evidence of him struggling to keep a sound mind. We didn't see that. If he was going through that, he would be asking all kinds of fucking weird questions like, Mikasa, why is your fucking, like just some weird random bullshit. Like, we would have had more evidence that he was struggling to see the present for what it is. He would not be able to function like that. There was no build up to that. No build up to his loss of agency, and that makes it a bad ending. That makes it bad. And like I said, Armin only caring about Mikasa in the end makes it bad. His only chance to talk to Eren, all he has is shit about Mikasa to say. He drops a bombshell. By the way, I helped kill my mom, or I killed my mom, or Ymir killed my mom. LOL, teehee, but it needed to happen that way, so whatever the da-da-da. Bitch, no, that was literally shock value. No one ever brings that up as to why we don't like the ending. No one ever brings that up. Like, people who are defending the ending never want to bring that up. They don't touch it. They don't touch, the things they'll never touch is the Pixis scene where he says that would never work. They never want to touch that. They never want to touch the built tension between Historia and Eren. Never want to touch that. Never want to address it. Never want to touch him freeing Ymir. Never want to address it or touch it. They never want to address the fact that he spouts literally quotes from Historia when he frees Ymir's ass. They'll never touch these things. Never touching the fact that Eren was standing outside of the barn when Historia was talking to the farmer. Why don't they want to touch these things? If the ending makes so much sense, explain those 5 things to me. You have all the answers, right? Then you tell me what those scenes were and how they relate to the ending. You tell me how Eren was struggling, living in the past, present, and future the whole time, and he's pulling out memories, and he's showing Grisha this and that and the other thing. Does he have control or not? The story contradicts itself in the end. So how is the story how is the ending good? I don't get it. And so, stop using these bad takes to make us look stupid as to why the ending is bad. Your takes are bad. We don't care that it ends sad. We knew it would. We don't care that it's not everybody was happily ever after. We don't care. That's not what makes it bad. Like I said with Death Note and Code Geass. Geass, whatever the fuck. It's definitely not Geass, but it's just so annoying. I don't know. I can't do it. These people will just put you in a box. Whatever. The anime onlys are gonna get their reckoning. They're gonna fucking find out that this ending is shite. For the sake of the anime onlys, I hope the ending's changed. Mappa better sprinkle in some more Aramika scenes. They better take out the fact that Eren, quote, quote, didn't know what was going on, couldn't separate the past and present and future. They need to take all that shit out. Just delete Eren's entire POV and just have it so the Alliance wins. And then they can still have the ending the same way, right? But since they didn't use so much of the Historia Eren stuff in the actual anime, they can make that the farmer's baby, I guess. But, yeah, it is what it is. Like, this story can end with the Avengers, or whatever the fuck, winning without sucking. It can end in a way where the Avengers win and they kill Eren, and it doesn't suck. The only way to do that is to keep Eren in character. That's literally it. So if we do get this Eren POV and paths, he can't be talking that dumb shit that we know isn't true. He knew exactly what he was doing. He had the agency. He had the motivation, as we saw, as we read. So the ending cannot gaslight the watchers or the readers and say, haha, you thought he was acting on free will the whole time? Nope. It can't gaslight us like that, because then the anime onlys are going to be upset, because they know that's not what they've been watching. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. What other bad takes have you heard? And does this make you upset? You know, being put in a class of people that think you don't like the ending because it's sad? Or because you didn't understand Eren the whole time? Anyways, that's it from me. I'm gonna go fucking take a nap or something. I don't fucking know. Bye!